Okay, hello and welcome back. This is part 8, I believe part 8 of my Civilization 5 Brave New World playthrough as France. And we're continuing from where we left off, where basically things are going very poorly for us right now. I really messed up in the last video. If you watched it, I proposed World's Fair and then forgot about it, and by the time I realized, it was too late, and I did not even get the silver medal for the free social policy. So that's just a huge screw up, honestly. It's really stupid. It's so silly. It's pretty unbelievable, especially given the circumstances of this game, that I've had relative peace, that I've had the time to do it. So I've really needed to kind of now shift my focus, I feel. I'm looking here, and I guess my concern, I think what I'll do, actually, this is where I left off from our last video. I think I'm going to actually do, well, let's see, how many turns till we get our next spy steal? 9? Yeah, I don't really trust it that what if I don't get the steal, you know? So I think I do want to do scientific theory. Maybe not. Maybe I can steal that. Maybe I go astronomy and then navigation and try to attack with frigates. Those are kind of my, that's kind of my thought process here. So I don't know if I, again, can, sort of have my cake and eat it too, as they say. So maybe I want to get some other policies or other technologies and wait. At the same time, well, 10 turns, and then what would I steal? Probably astronomy. Kind of feels a little bit, maybe I'm gonna, what else could I build in the meat? Because I also was looking at Big Ben, but see, it's 27 gosh darn turns till I get Big Ben. I could build some well, I'll tell you what I could possibly do here. Let's go ahead and do scientific theory. Maybe by that turn, steel will be 1 turn. I can get steel in 1 turn, and then gunpowder. I'm sorry, I'm so indecisive here. I just don't want to waste any more time, I guess, than, but maybe we'll go scientific theory. I don't want to risk it, and get further and further behind. I don't think we need open borders. I just want to start saving some gosh darn gold. My worry is just that my spy doesn't get a steal off, or they don't have that technology. Maybe I could look and actually see. Okay, so the World Congress welcomes city-states. So this means that, as you can see here, they will get a delegate for city-state allies. So I believe, have any or am even close to any city-state allies. So that is not too much of a concern for me. Deal where we provided gold for open borders is over, and Valletta has been impressed by Ethiopia with its culture. The second Congress is in session. Boo. I'm so salty about the World Congress. And okay, so Circus Maximus is done, so we're at 15 population, or excuse me, 15 happiness. So let's see, what are we gonna do here? It's like I feel like I should go to war in order to achieve what I want to achieve here. So I'm just thinking. Also, the national epic is available. Maybe I build that now while I have the chance. Build a national epic so I can get great people faster, at least. Oh, and a caravan. Let's actually get a caravan. I need to get food to Paris as quickly as possible. This city has walls now, which is fantastic. And now I also want you to build another galleass. I think what we want to do, I can get, also I want this tile. How long would it take for a workboat? 2 turns? Yeah. Here, we're gonna buy this tile. And we're gonna work that tile. Actually, why would I do that? That seems a little silly. Well, probably to keep the production. 4, and then what's this? Does this give me... Oh no, this is... That's fine, that looks all fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright. What are we voting for? I vote for me, I guess, because the AI are all going to vote for themselves, so... Looks like Ethiopia will be the... And there are ways to, you assign your spy as a diplomat and really be diplomatic and try to, get the AI to not do that, to vote for somebody else as a host. But maybe I'm just impatient. But that's the World Congress. I don't think is going to be my key to victory at this point either. So Lyon has grown, and I do want to work that mine. That should be about the last amount of tiles before I start to work a. What? Oh, I see. This city is taking... Why is this indicating that it's... Oh, no. I get it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Maybe the last tile before I start working slots. No. I don't want to give you open borders. Russia has denounced Ethiopia. Good. You guys can all start fighting. Austria has denounced Russia. That's what I want. And I want somebody to fight the stupid Shoshone. But, yeah... Mombasa desires coal, which again we don't have coal, which is just kind of crazy, honestly. Pretty annoying. So let's see. Chosen Austria to be the host. Oh, right, Austria had the most delegates. Yeah, right. I read that wrong. I just saw the top, the host of the World Congress. And they want coal. Well, we don't have coal. We've all denounced each other. Very good. You want to go to war with I don't want to, but you go right for it. Declaration of friendship has expired. With who? With Russia? Well, I'd like to keep that, but I also know that you're all going to war with each other, and you all don't like each other, and Austria just denounced you, and Austria is very strong, so I'm not going to complete that, even though I do want research agreements. Okay? Pedro has entered the industrial era. Haile Selassie has completed Taj Mahal. Declaration of friendship has ended with Russia. We have completed this workboat. Fantastic. Workboat, I want you to go over here and then create a fishing boat. Settler, go here, find some more stuff. Choose production. And now let's see what this tile yields. Cool. Much better, right? Okay. Now. What are we doing? Another Gallius? I think so. Would a harbor help me? Well, we would get more gold. I already have a market, right? A castle would be good. But I'm thinking, honestly, if they're going to start going to war, I want to have the ability to... also a bank. Maybe a bank. So, One more Gallius. I want to have the ability to maybe swoop in. An aqueduct is done in Troy. That's awesome because, yeah. And then here, let's get a market. This is my high gold city. And over in Troy's, a library is done. So now we can, we can get let's get a university. Actually, we still have plenty of time before we really need a university in this city. Maybe start with a... I always like to get that quick shrine. Might as well get the faith generation going, and then we'll work on a lighthouse. But it just seems to me that a shrine being so quick to produce, and then you get +1 faith every turn. So if you can produce a shrine in 1 turn, and then you get +1 faith in 100 turns, that's +100 faith. That just seems worth it to me. Polynesia and Ethiopia are now friends, and a new research agreement between Ethiopia and the Shoshone. That's just crazy. They don't think, they just sign these crazy research agreements. Okay, we're going to use our great people now. So we can now get... God, can you believe how much farther along I would be if... So there you go. We are now adopting... By the way, I should tell you +2 science from every specialist. So that's really going to help us in our science. And then now we will pop this great writer. And that'll put us further. So now we we have 21 turns till we earn our next great scientist. Yippee! Okay. Let us send this... oh wait, let me make sure, because I need to make... Last time I took it for granted. Orléans to Paris, and Troyes to Paris. So you can go to Lyon. We're gonna feed Paris with an internal trade route. Golden Age is over. Too bad. Too bad. Okay, now what I want is I want to just knock the national epic out while I have an opportunity, and that will just increase my. I need great writers now even more just to get the freaking get caught up in my social policies, which will get me more policies and nationalism. That's at least my thought process. Okay, a lighthouse is done in Lyon, which will only be helpful. Let's see now. What are we going to put up in Lyon? Well, I could build another galleass out of you too. So that would be after we upgrade it. Maybe a bank. Let's get a forge. I have the time right now while it's kind of a lull period to continue to kind of build these, things like stables and forges, all this infrastructure. I think I have the time. We are at turn 190, so I suppose if I'm going to act, it might need to be sooner rather than later, huh? Something to think about. I currently am making... I have 2 galleass. I thought I had more. Yeah, let's make another galleass out of here. And Tours grew. We'll work the Oasis. Okay, the rest of these cities are finally growing nicely again. I'm not sure we want to do that anymore. Not with Russia's diplomatic relations. They've just entered the industrial. Samarkand as a new ally. I know Samarkand's a mercantile city-state. Kamehameha has entered industrial. Mombasa has a new ally. Vatican City seeks a great general. Okay. This caravan, we need to feed Paris with food. For sure. Okay, very good. And then we'll start getting more of those caravans feeding Paris. We'll delete one of them eventually. Okay, everything's looking fine here. How are we doing in our demographics? Yeah, we're falling further and further behind is the issue in our science, so. We were trading cotton for incense, and yeah, absolutely, let's continue that trade. Yep, I want to maintain good diplomatic relations with Austria. No, I don't want to give you open borders, especially as we all adopt ideology. Shaka has entered industrial. Okay, see, this is why I'm glad I didn't do a declaration of friendship. So Ormus seeks investors. Brazil has replaced Russia as the ally of Samarkand. Cahokia wants gold. Brazil has denounced Russia. The Shoshone have denounced Russia, and that is why I didn't enter into a declaration of friendship with Russia. Shaka has entered the industrial era. Scout out this. Shrine is done. Okay, and now how many turns till we get scientific theory, and then yep, okay. Well, what we're gonna do then is go university. Yep. No, hell no. Not after you bought Genoa. Shaka has declared war on Kamehameha, so they're just all picking on Kamehameha, which is kind of nerve-wracking. Means they're picking on the weak too, Brazil, and I'm one of the weak. Brazil and the Shoshone are friends. A great artist was born, thank goodness. A deal with for gold, yep, that's ended. That's ended with Kamehameha. Reblos has declared war on Shaka. Polynesia has replaced Russia as the ally of Reblos. Brazil and the Shoshone have made a strong declaration of friendship, and Shaka has declared war on Polynesia. So, Okay, we have a great artist. That's fantastic. And I want to continue to Golden Age, I think. I don't see a reason, let's see. Is there a reason to stop? Well, when am I producing my next great writer? Not for quite a while, it looks like. So I think the immediate Golden Age is going to help me a lot more, especially as I'm just going to start on public schools. So let's go ahead and start a Golden Age. I think that's the right thing to do. And it'll just continue to get us closer and closer to...
Как тебе
what do you want?
понравится,
Oh, you want... No
если я
freaking
приглашу?
way, Russia. No way. That's not a good deal.
Алексея,
No, I'm not giving you open borders. No, there's no way in hell you're getting open borders. Oh shit. There is that stupid... Oh no, he's gonna... Oh fuck. He's gonna settle that city probably. That's crazy. Maybe I can stop him. I could declare war to stop him, and he's got this Inquisitor. Where does he want... Usually they don't like... 1, 2, 3... Probably right there. Is there a way I can stop him? Probably not. Usually they don't settle on a resource. I'm probably in trouble, you guys. Again, I haven't been paying attention. That's just ridiculous if he gets that city, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. One more for naval. We'll give some for land. Is there a way that I can stop him? I don't think so. I just haven't been playing very well. And that's due to not paying attention. Just playing quickly and probably was overconfident in my position and whatnot. So I guess if he wants to settle there, maybe him and Austria will have problems. Bunch of deals are over. Maybe that's good because I think I want the iron now for frigates. For frigates, yep. Maybe I could go, let's see, how long till we steal though? 1 turn. So I'll probably steal astronomy. If I get it. I just put it in friendly territory there. And then, yeah, we'll get public schools right now. Just get them out of the way while we have the opportunity. I guess he's going to settle there. I could declare, yeah, forget it. I guess if he wants to settle there, he can do it. No. Also, I need to renew my luxury deals, I guess. I could... You know what? Here. Yeah, and then I can sign a research agreement. I don't need the happiness right now, so... There. We're gonna sell it for 240 gold to him. Yep, he settled right there. I knew that the tile he wanted to settle on. At least those tiles are pretty much worthless. Not actually... Not those hill tiles. Those are those... Yeah, those are actually hill rivers, aren't they? Thanks for the gold so I could buy those away from you, asshole. Excuse my language. I'm frustrated, right? So now I'm reacting. But here, we're going to build these hills, okay? And we are going to continue to play good, smart civilization, right? And not... Okay, we can start to work some of our slots now, slowly but surely. I think now is the time. Now is the time for some of these slots to be worked. Oh, I have that hill now too, huh? Yeah, and let's go ahead and we'll work, I guess, here. How much does this increase my 15 turns? Yeah, I need this city to grow a little bit more to be able, yeah, just a little bit more. And then over here, how are we doing? I really need this gosh darn city to grow pretty badly. This is pretty bad. Again, maybe I've misplayed this somewhat, but oh here, well at least we can work that plains tile. Okay. Probably one more turn of growth before we can start working at least our artists guild in that city. What are we going to steal here? We are going to steal... Oh, we can steal electricity? Wow, okay, well we're definitely doing that then. So even though it kind of stinks that... yeah, so now we can get... At least we can get our ideology with radio, but it is 18 turns until we're there. I'm glad to have taken... Okay, so let's see. What does this mean exactly? We have aluminum. Hey, that's cool. We have it right away. We can build hydro plants. That'll be good. Our spy has been promoted. This Gallius, let's give it a land unit promotion. See how that works out for us. We'll scout a little bit that way. We'll have to bring our archer back now that they have all this territory. I keep using our settler to scout. Okay, Hong Kong wants culture, and Polynesia has denounced Russia. Okay, Gallius is done. Let's get our public schools quickly while we can. These are just very slow. It's all definitely a bit slow. Well, yeah. Okay. Are all my workers doing constructive things? I hope so. Is there anything that I can trade? I have no idea. I haven't really been on top of it. I am keeping my iron because I want to upgrade my Gallius. Oh, and do I really have... Well, okay, so Catherine has declared war on... And you want to declare... so Russia has declared war on Ethiopia, and Austria is not happy with Polynesia. Those are the two notifications there. And Shaka probably wants... Oh, truffles for incense. Yeah, I will take that. Okay, so what I was wondering was... Okay, it's 18 turns till radio. Is that really smart? Somebody must have it. Refuse? Come on. I'm not going to give you open borders. I just can't even believe that you have that city there, even though I can. And it's all my fault, you know. I know that I've talked about at the beginning of the game, settling a city here and in the tundra, and it's like I'm paying for not having done that. But Declaration of Friendship with Austria has ran its course. That I will continue because
Grüß Gott.
Because they are powerful. Also, let's see my workers now. I gotta stop being lazy with these guys. I have hills to work, I know that. Look at this. This is crazy, right? They're just standing here. This one's on a hill. Make a farm out of it, okay? And then this worker is just sleeping. Come on. You're just sleeping. Really? Okay, and then you make a farm. Well, at least I did move my workers there. And then I'm sure there's something for that worker to do, right? So let's take you. Let's see what we've got. Oh, and that mine right there. There you go. And that's a thing. Okay, so uncover a little bit of that fog. That's the thing about Deity is it just punishes you for when you kind of become lackadaisical in your movements. Also, it's very frustrating because here, let me do all this. I've already read it. Biblos declared war on Ethiopia. Russia has replaced Polynesia. These are all just more city-state quests. I'm going to stop reading these out loud so much because you guys know they're city-state quests. There's all sorts of them. And right now, I'm not really involved in city-states. So, what are we going to do? Didn't you grow or am I crazy? Why is it 14 turns till you grow again? That seems like a lot. I'll tell you what. Oh, public school is going to take way too long. I could just use this as a sort of unit factory. What are we going to do in this city here to help it to get better? To get better. I could start with a barracks or maybe an amphitheater just to... yeah, maybe an amphitheater. Granted, it's actually producing a decent amount, but I do want to keep up getting, sorry, I'm just looking to see if I need a workload anywhere. I'll start with an amphitheater here, just to get some more culture. I need to think about how I'm going to get more production. I mean, it's probably from working these university slots that's not helping. That's definitely not helping. So we have aluminum now. Could think about selling. I thought about selling that for gold per turn because it's I never know with the later strategic resources what the right thing to do necessarily is. Oh, I forgot that. Well, we're still sorry. I purchased more land next to him. But you know what? He settled cities next to me first. I should have given him the diplomatic thing where, hey, we'll make friends with Ethiopia. I don't have a problem with them. Cool. You know, he settles all up in my face and then he's mad about it. Yeah, please make a mine, please. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do here. Really. Really. You know? What am I doing? This turn is going to be a quick one at least. We're still in a golden age. Because what was I building? I mean, I'm building public school, national, and this amphitheater. This is what I feel like might be a mistake. Maybe we want a barracks. You know, a barracks and to produce some land troops out of this city. I'm not sure. What are all these guys here? Privateer. Galleus. We're taking back the iron now. Yeah, I don't want him to have iron. You're happy that we're friends with... Okay, you know what? We're going to need to deal with the Shoshone, I think, or we're going to get steamrolled. I have a feeling that... Can you go anywhere? Is there anywhere you can go? Back there. I need to scout more with him. What are we researching, by the way? What the heck did I choose? Oh, I'm doing radio to get a ideology, I guess. Man, it's so many turns till radio. But I guess this is the time to build public schools in the meantime. Maybe I don't really need the other two unless I'm going for some kind of military rush, which I guess I'm not. Did get a national epic in the capital. Zulus have denounced Ethiopia, so things are getting heavy now. We're taking back all of our iron. Maybe I'll redistribute it once I figure that situation out, but here, we're going to send you that way. Okay, what can we purchase with faith? Anything good? It keeps saying that to me. Oh, we can purchase pre-industrial, a Gatling gun for 900. That's crazy. First Congress enact scholars and residents or ban furs. I'm not opposed to that. A deal where iron with Pocatello is over. The Zulu have denounced Ethiopia. Austria is replaced. Okay. Okay, Bratislava. Yep. Okay. So, excuse me. Oh, we can get a public school in 9 turns. We're definitely going to do that. Especially in the capital, our main science producer. I think we just grew, by the way. Did we? Do I have a citizen that should be... I don't see one that should be assigned. It looks... Oh, here we... Yep. That's a mine that I'll need to... I need more growth in this city. 10 turns. 11 turns, 12 turns. Okay, I guess that's, oh, there's another, a river tile over there that I'll be able to improve. So, in the meantime, do we want to work just that mine? It might be our only choice for a little bit. That's okay. Things will change. Things will get better as we make those farms. 6 and 2, 13 and 11, 11 and 4. Yeah, Troy's is taking a little bit to grow. 11, okay, cool. What I'm happy about, at least, is that Orleans is growing quickly. Catherine has made peace with Singapore. Byblos has a new ally. Yeah, they all want the iron that I have. Luckily, I have a lot of it. I should have just gone this route to begin with. I really messed this up. Okay, and happiness-wise, you can see this is where they lie. I actually have more than Shaka Pocatello. Pocatello's unhappy, and so is Catherine. That is really something I should be looking at. I mean, that is a prime time to go to war. Okay. Alright. So, how are our workers doing? Okay, let's complete that farm. Yep. And complete this farm. Yep. So now, okay, see, this is going to be so much better, you guys. It's going to be way better. And then that's now a 2 food, 2 production. Look at that. Okay. That's way better. Way better. Any other what if I switched? No. I think that's fine. How about this? Actually, can I do this? Can I take out one of my... Oh, we're golden agents, so for at least one more turn. No, I like this mix. This looks like a good mix of tiles to me. A Lancer. Show me Lancer. No. No, everyone. None of you can have any more iron. It's all mine. looks elsewhere. Has a new ally. Golden Age is over. Austria is the ally over. I'm sure they'll buy it with their infinite happiness. Okay, now, I know I have that grassland river tile to go to, so let's go ahead and bring him there. And then also there's a hill, I think. Wasn't there a hill that we can improve? Oh, we just did. That's right. Let's see. So I'm sending you to the grassland. Is there a desert tile or something over here to improve? Not that I see. What about up here? I think we've improved every tile. He's in fact, he's done the boom, mine is done. Let's go check on we might as well work that mine, I would think. That would seem good to me, I suppose. And then up here, looks like things are starting to pop off a little bit. Starting to do a little better. And then what about, okay, so you are working that mine currently. That's fine. Troy's is going to kind of, oh, hey, look at that. Work those whales. That's better for now. Yep, we can continue to grow Troy's more. And then this worker, okay, but do we have a tile for that worker? That's what we were wondering about. Okay, I know we must have one somewhere. Let's bring him back to Orleans. I think we'll get one somewhere. I guess things are going okay. Not really. I guess they're not really going okay, but it's kind of like oh, hey, I will trade you incense for spices, though. But I am just going to try to use my... Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have ideas. That are in my noggin. The reason I'm going for radio, even though it's going to take so long, is because Yekaterinburg has... What was that notification? I missed the last part. Well, Yekaterinburg is fell, and wasn't Yekaterinburg, it was somewhere up here. Yep, it looks like Ethiopia took Yekaterinburg, which tells me that they are probably winning that war. So, which is fine. Russia is not the best neighbor to have. Ethiopia is a lot more peaceful. You're done with that mine. You're probably actually closer to that grassland. And then you're done with this mine. Oh, see, I'm right back to where I was before with needing to find tiles. Wasn't there one that I had pinpointed? Maybe not. Okay, this cargo ship is done. Let's think. So right now, oh, we're at negative 25 gold per turn. Well, we can't have that, can we? Highest gold. I would. It's crazy, you know. I'd think that I'd be making a little bit more gold per turn out of this city. Let's see what our highest. Nope, 16.5 to go shoot is the highest. Oh, don't want to do that. So we'll go to go shoot. Too bad we have to do that to get gold. But I can't be at negative 25 or whatever, so I haven't really had the opportunity to build any of the chateaus. So we'll put you in Paris, I guess, for now. I don't want to just willy-nilly throw my work. Okay, finally, this stupid caravan is done. You are definitely going to give Paris food now. I want Paris to grow big time. Oh, whoa, I almost sent... Why can't I send food to Paris? Oh, it's down there for some reason. Boom. That's gonna be nice. Let's try to get this guy back home if we can. Okay. So yeah, that'll definitely help Paris to grow, and we have the happiness to do it. Okay, this city has grown. Do we have any more real good tiles for it to work before we start working? I guess that jungle, but I'd rather, yeah, that'll, how much? 11 turns to growth? Yeah, we could get, I need enough in this city to at least work the artist guild. I suppose that, yeah, this is good. And then once we grow to the next population, I'll probably assign 2 specialists to work the artist guild. That's my plan. So, we'll complete an amphitheater in Troyes on this next turn. Maria Theresa has declared war. Okay, Kamehameha must be almost out of here. I can see, I mean, if you look on the map down here, on the mini-map, I see a little tiny bit of orange by Austria, but he'll be done for soon enough. That's not out of the norm for Kamehameha. Peaceful to a fault. Don't we have any gosh darn tiles to work, by golly? I'll be curious to look at the end of this and see, was it worth it to, maybe I should have built, you know, trading post. Oh, what about right there? Oh no, that we don't have that tile yet. I'll bring you over there and find out. Can I buy it? How much? Wait, I'm at negative. No, you can't buy it, you silly. Come on. Oh, I can build the trading post on that jungle. Woohoo! All right, we found a reason to be, a reason to live. In our workers' case, at least. And my settler just roaming around the countryside. Okay, Troyes. Look at those privateers. That has me concerned. I think what we now need to do in Troyes is build walls, and the university is done in tours, which is fantastic. So maybe we go for a lighthouse. Also a garden is also nice. But yeah, we definitely, oh actually let's get a workboat first to improve the fish. Okay, and I'm gonna just real quick, sorry, but I want to look and see if anyone would declare war on the Shoshone. Because I have a feeling that they want to declare war on me. So I at least want to look around and see if that is a possibility. Or if he will declare war on them.
No.
Okay. Nope. Oh, we were trading this? Yeah, I don't mind. Is that my only copy of Wales? No? Okay, then let's continue to do that. Okay. Oh, my economy is struggling. Well, we'll get a ideology somewhat soon. Vatican City looks elsewhere for culture. Delegates, scholars in residence. Yeah, I would think that I need that right now. What am I at? Oh my gosh, yeah. For voting, that's the only time hopefully you'll ever see me vote for scholars in residence. Okay, I probably have 2 food routes going to Paris now, which was fantastic, and in which case I think I'll probably delete this caravan. Lyon to Paris and Orléans. That's probably enough food. It would be great to have even more though, wouldn't it? And really just grow Paris huge. But I think that now we can get a cargo ship instead. So let's delete that caravan. And we can build a chateau. Isn't that fun? And go in the water. Worker. What are you gonna do? Then I have something. Oh yeah, trading post. Woohoo! Okay. It's definitely tense. You can see Ethiopia is taking Ekaterinburg, and over here Polynesia must be soon to be out of the game. He must be very soon to be out of the game. Culturally, we're probably getting our butt kicked also. But, we can't worry about that right now. Yep, and see, I didn't even go for Porcelain Tower because my production really is that low. That's just wild. And Ethiopia and Brazil. Ethiopia signed like 50 billion. Marble for gold is over. Scholars in residence is active. Or was it not passed? I think it did pass. Yes, it did pass. That is good for me. That is good for me. I needed that. That's the one like good thing that's happened lately. This settler, let's go back. But maybe I'll find a spot for him. Haile Selassie has entered modern. He's going crazy. We need to do something about that. Would Austria go to war with him and maybe the Zulu? But I also want them to think about. Okay, a public school will be done in Orléans. I also want them to be thinking about Pocatello. Wow, he wants a declaration of friendship. I don't think that would be very wise. Because he's so aggressive and he's going to make everyone else mad. Oh yes, please declare war on Haile Selassie, please. Ethiopia adopted freedom. This is why I suppose, and I'm going to get radio in 2 turns, or 3 turns, which is fine, even though I'm not probably going to get first adopter unless I were to take autocracy. It's fine. This game, I couldn't have expected that, given the lands, and given some of my play over the last few, now it's going on, who knows, 40 or 50 turns. Has left a lot to be desired. We have a public school. I'm thinking now it's time to defend ourselves some more. Maybe we build, I'm almost thinking trebuchets, and maybe a pikeman. Let me see here. Oh, and I have time for a cargo ship now. Where do I want to build a cargo ship out of? How long would it take out of here? Probably out of either Lyon or Troyes. Maybe just building out of Troyes after those walls would be good. 7 turns for a cargo ship. Or 4, although that's quite a few more turns. So we go cargo ship. But really, I think I want to produce another unit now. And I think another melee unit it's time for. So let's get a pikeman. A Gatling gun would be really nice for defense. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're about to get to steel here. But I think I'll continue with a pikeman for now. Maybe I want to sell my iron, guys. I'm wondering. After I stop these deals, I'm going to take a look here. Declaration of friendship with the Shoshone has expired. I think I want to continue that. Okay, first of all these have ended. Okay, because I feel like he would attack me. He wants to attack me, so he might as well get the backstabber penalty if he's going to do that. I want to attack him too, but he's far superior to me currently. Workboat is done, which is nice. The city really does need a lighthouse, though, for it to do anything. So let's get a lighthouse. And a trading post. And, let's see. How are we? Oh, tiles wise, I need to fix this here. I think now we can afford to start working our university tiles here. So that's good. So we've got both of those working in Lyon, so that's kind of stabilized. Once I can get enough population to work those, it's always nice. Same in the capital. And in Orleans, yeah, we're just waiting for that last turn here to really start staffing our specialist slots, especially now that we are getting science per turn. Something I really should be thinking about, actually, going forward. We'll have walls in Troyes, and then I think we'll get a cargo ship out of there. The Shoshone have denounced Austria. Yeah, please go to war with each other. That's more like what we want to see here. We want to see some real chaos. We're in the modern era. Okay, so a couple of things, guys. We've discovered steel. How did I... Oh, through my research. You know how I did that? Through the research agreement is over. I should have kept tabs on that, honestly. Now, I can either get astronomy or gunpowder in one turn. Which, by the way, goes to show it does overflow to whichever one you want next. It's a tough call. But gunpowder will get me right to yeah, we're taking gunpowder. I'm not gonna think about. Well, oh, that's right. That's not like a select technology. So we've discovered steel. Research agreement with Austria is done. We've discovered radio. We have a new spy, which is good. We'll do that in a second. A deal with Incense to Haile Selassie is ended. That's probably because from maybe a pillage or something. Cancelled quest. Shoshone have publicly denounced Austria. Bratislava declared war on Kamehameha. Austria has replaced Ethiopia as the ally of Bratislava. Austria announces to the world that it is now protecting Bratislava. We can choose an ideology, and Jean-Paul has been recruited as a spy. So let's see how we're going to take, what order we're going to take this in. I think we'll choose, first of all, we need to decide on what science we're going to, how long till we steal? 11 turns? So gunpowder versus astronomy. Well, like I said, I do want frigates, and I have a lot of coastal cities, so maybe we do want to get a quick astronomy, and then into navigation. This is just kind of off the beaten path from research labs. And I was hoping to steal these technologies. Gunpowder is also where we have our special unit. So the only one that I could get 2 free adopter tenants from would be autocracy. So let's think about this here. Also, let me check how long I've been recording. Okay, cool, perfect. So if I were to, well, first let's take, and I haven't really been taking stock on culture, which I apologize for. The Shoshone have plus 50% on me. Okay. So Ethiopia chose freedom, and they have a lot of tourism. So it's going to depend on what Austria and Russia, I guess, choose. I'm tempted to go order because it's safest. You know, I mean, it's safest in terms of the AI is probably most likely to go order. Freedom I really like, but I feel like that is for a tradition empire. And I think I'm just too late to the party on that. Now let's take a look at autocracy. I don't want my happiness to tank. Wounded military units inflict 25% more damage than usual. Gold cost of purchasing units reduced by 33%. Militaristic city-states grant, right, but Austria's taken a lot of that kind of stuff. 250 when futurism, that's 250% tourism. Spies steal technologies at twice the normal rate, could actually be helpful. Fortified borders, +1 local happiness from every castle, arsenal, and military base, +1. And then in the second tier, I know there's a ton of happiness from militarism from this policy here. It's very tempting to go for autocracy and then switch over it if needed. And I was thinking I could take the spy steal technologies at twice the normal rate, and then this happiness buff, and then we'd have to start building happiness buildings. At the same time, in other words, at the same time, I am worried about the happiness hit. Autocracy would be kind of, I never take it. Gosh, it's like I don't want to screw my game up, you know. Ooh, I do get a new policy next, so that's also something to I'm one turn away from the next policy. That's also something to think of. Wouldn't that be fun, though, going autocracy and maybe going the military route here? We're 5%, 10% away from the Shoshone. Should I take autocracy? I'm sorry, but this is a big decision. You know what? I'm really tempted. Let's look at these other ones real quick. Lightning Warfare. +3 movement for Great General. Armor units gain 15 plus 15. We're taking autocracy, guys. Boom. Boom. Can't believe I did that. Okay, yeah, and I want spy steal faster, and I definitely want to get happiness from castles and military bases. So now I'll have to prioritize. I wasn't planning to do that. I was planning to go order, and I might regret that, honestly, but it definitely... Oh, and I have a new spy now. It just felt fun, you know? It felt like something different, even though I'm kind of playing with fire because I'm already so far behind. But I can't help myself, you guys. That's really it, right? I can't help myself. So who am I spying on? I'm spying on Vienna and Addis Ababa. And who else is ahead of me in science? I mean, everybody's ahead of me in science. 176 from technology, 192, 180. So probably the Shoshone is who I want to spy on next. Yep, I'm going to spy on the Shoshone. We just need to get as much... catch up on technologies as quickly as possible. What if I can't believe I went autocracy. Spy. Okay. Hopefully we'll start racking up some technologies from those policies. So now what we need to do, so we're going to get happiness from castles and whatnot, which is great. We might as well start building them. I'm looking at what else I could build besides a public school and a windmill, which would probably help that city a lot. But maybe it's time to stack up on some castles. Maybe it's time to stack up on some castles. Oh, and, yeah. Right? This is a tough turn, you guys. I think a castle is good, you know? Let's go with a castle to start. Oh, you know what? I was going to go first cargo ship, huh? Let's get a cargo ship out quickly, and then we'll go castle. Hopefully somebody else takes autocracy, right? Paris grew. Paris grew, cool. And we can probably, this tile should be about done. It is done. Boom, we'll work that farm. Okay, Paris is working all really good tiles. Just gotta kind of reacquaint myself, guys. This is gonna be interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to adopt some kind of military strategy and not dilly-dally about it, right? That's my problem sometimes. I can be a bit of a dilly-dallier. No dilly-dallying. Now I have 9 iron to sell, and I'm at negative 13 gold per turn. Let me take the next turn here, and then I'll think about what I'm gonna do. Probably have one more turn here before I cut this video. Incense for all that good stuff? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Public school is done in Lyon. Pikemen will be done in Orléans. Hope nobody's laughing too hard at the pronunciation. Okay. Look, we get another policy. Now, here, usually you want to go rationalism, right? Let me just take a look, see if there's any more. Usually, yeah. Plus 20%, that's a really good one. I think I want to continue to, also quantity of strategic resource produced is increased by 100%. Wowie wee wow, right? What time is it? This is a time 50, okay. Do I make this decision before I cut this video or after? Well, I'm already at -5 happiness, just probably from taking autocracy. So we discovered gunpowder. Someone else is impressed Bratislava with culture. Bratislava has declared war on Catherine. Ethiopia has replaced Austria as a friend, an ally. Brazil has publicly denounced Austria. Okay, Catherine has made peace. What would we like to research next? All of this is still one turn. That's great. Oh, let's get chemistry then in one turn, and then we'll go. Oh, look at this. This is all one turn now for us. That's probably a good combination of scholars in residence. We've got our public schools. So let's think here. Okay, also with our social policy, I think it's pretty, I mean, if we're going to fall that much in happiness, then also let me see if I can trade, I can probably trade at some point for happiness. But if we're going to take autocracy, yeah, we'll need this guy here, +2 from barracks. Okay. So now what we need to do, I guess we'll start... I guess now it's time to start building walls to castles and barracks and all of that stuff, right? Start with some walls. We'll start... I like to start by fortifying ourselves. Okay, this worker is done with that farm. Do we not have that desert tile or something? Is it just not in our empire? There's nothing on it. It's just raw desert. And it's not selectable. Oh, maybe you can't select just a nothing tile. I didn't even think about that. It's just showing you have a settler over there. Look at that. That's funny. Okay. Let's finish the chateau. And at some point we'll be able to work it. The lighthouse, when that finishes, will be good. So, let's see. Where are we at? Public school will be done. Working all the good tiles. Things are looking okay. I think I need to maybe get... Yeah. I need to have this caravan. I need to make gold per turn as well. Like now. We're going to have to think about selling our stuff some more, unfortunately. I'll take another turn here. I'm not in negative gold yet, but I'm approaching it quickly. Okay, Great Writer was born. Yep. So now we've discovered chemistry. This pikeman, we give him the rough terrain bonus. Move in here. Fortify. And cover more fog. Go here. Great writer. This will give us an 232. How much do we need? It's going to be a while till we use him. And this worker, let's see, so we've made a chateau. Are there any tiles now that we can go to that haven't been improved? I sure am glad to have gotten chemistry. Then let's get fertilizer. Just continue our growth and production tiles. Get the most out of all of this that we can now. And then we can also kind of redo our tiles since we'll be getting more growth per tile. I'm just trying to find a spot for my... Didn't I put a worker up here? I did. He's still working. For my worker. I'll move him towards the capital. Because we do intend to... We need to... Again, I keep saying this, but... At some point we will be going to war. Is that tile there? Also, I'm sorry, I have the hex grid on. I know some people don't like the look of it. Okay, I think it's time to build armories and castles and whatnot, right? Maybe an armory here first, although a castle, yeah, an armory. Okay, we're gonna build an armory. Cargo ship soon. Okay. Oh, you know what, guys? I guess I have to sell gold for just a little bit longer. For gold, iron. I do need to build frigates, but I can't survive off of this gold per turn situation. So. And who knows if anyone wants it now. I do have aluminum to sell them, and it's kind of like, at this rate, I'm more than willing to sell it to them. I don't know. Oh, look, see, I have some incense too. Well, first of all, let's sell. Use some iron. You don't want any iron, so only Shaka. I have to remember that. Only Shaka right now wants iron. Not Pocatello. What about Kamehameha? Oh, he's at negative gold. Pedro?
Olá.
Hola. How about some iron?
Continue.
No, only Shaka. Okay, well, Shaka.
Baete.
How much do you want, buddy?
Ubega. Baete.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't feel bad that he's making 250 gold a turn. It's ridiculous. So, he can give some of that over.
Baete.
Okay, this will be kind of the last time then that we sell all of our iron. Just to get us through this period here. Yeah. Oh no, not you, sorry. Shaka. Alright, Shaka. Yep. Come on. Bayete. Okay, and then let's sell our gosh darned aluminum. Why not? I don't think they can make that much use out of it. That really matters to me anymore. No, she doesn't even want it anyway. What about Maria Teresa?
Yeah.
She wants some. Shaka, you want some? Take my aluminum. I want to keep a little bit, but I also, like for hydro plants, I can sell a couple copies. There we go. Look, now we're at +1 gold per turn. Look at that. Rolling in the big bucks. Oh, I do have that incense. I guess I'll trade it. I do want the happiness, but I'm building some things that'll give me happiness, so. Okay. So this worker, oh yeah, you're going to this desert tile. And let's uncover some fog. And go ahead and build, okay, either a farm or a trading post, right? Well, at this rate, are we ever going to work a one food farm? I guess not. Maybe we'll build a trading post, honestly. We'll try that, right? These turns are going fairly quickly now. Wish I had something for her marble.
Fort.
Yes, fart. I agree with that. 7 and 2, and then once I get fertilizer here on this next turn, we'll rearrange our tiles, because now they'll be, I think, at their maximum production pretty much. I can't remember if there's another technology in the game that increases their output or not. Look, somebody's in awe of me? That's crazy. Oh, did we actually steal a tech? Thank God. Pocatello is plotting against Catherine. Let's tell her.
Здравствуй.
Perfect. You guys can fight, okay? And also, Shoshone is currently against probably against Catherine. And then Monsieur X has been promoted. That's fantastic. Again, if I had got that social policy, you guys, it could have been a totally different ball game, right? Deal with Maria Teresa for Silk and Ivory has both ended. So now I'm at -7 happiness. That sucks. Oh, hey, we impressed them with our swift technological development. Catherine has entered the modern era. We can steal a technology, and we just finished fertilizer. So can we get either metallurgy or astronomy? Well, metallurgy will get us closer to arsenals, which will give us happiness. So let's get metallurgy. Perfect. It just unlocks more, even though I know I really want frigates too, but right now I'm selling my iron anyway. So I suppose we might as well continue along this route. So do we go to dynamite? Maybe we go quickly to dynamite. Really try to mess them up, although they already have dynamite, that's the thing. And it looks like they don't have these other technologies, so maybe we go rifling now. Let's go rifling, and then we're going to steal more technologies here in 9, 10, and 11 turns, hopefully. So I think what I want to do in that case, what else do they have? It looks like they have biology, so maybe if I could get astronomy, I could also steal some of these. Let's see. If I get rifling and then it looks like, do they already have steam power? I could possibly steal some. Maybe that's the move. Is it? I don't know, because I'm also ahead. I'll probably steal military science. Let's get astronomy. Let's get astronomy, I think. And then I can also get seaports eventually. Well, let me make this decision and then we'll cut the video here. So, in my head, what I'm thinking here is, do I want to go rifle? It looks like they don't have steam power. You can tell by the amount of turns how much science is required to research that technology. And it appears that they don't have steam power nor replaceable parts, I'm thinking. This leads us directly to research labs, and I only have 6 turns that I need for rifling. And then, but then I couldn't steal steam power. I'd have to steal either I could do military science and steal dynamite, or I was thinking, again, let me look here. How many turns till we have 9 turns? So say that I stole, or I researched astronomy, navigation, maybe even archaeology, and I could steal biology and build hospitals and get another trade route. Hard to say. Again, although I did take autocracy, and I will get happiness from military academies, which is very important as well. So maybe you go rifling, steal military science, and continue to research steam power, and just continue to steal these technologies as they come about. Maybe that's the move. I think researching steam power is the way. Let me make selections for these workers, and then I will, how come, didn't I tell you to make a trading post, or am I crazy? Make a trading post there. Fortify him for now. We'll use later, just uncovering more fog. And we've discovered metallurgy. Okay, so I think that pretty much ends this turn. Oh, also, I'll do this on the next video, but we have fertilizer and chemistry now, so we can kind of rearrange the tiles in general. maybe I'll do this to end. You feel free to click off at this point, but I'm going to do that now. Just rearrange the tiles here with everything that's now available here. So the default goes 18, let's see, 12 turns, and a public school in 1. Oops. Yep, that looks fine. And then over here, this looks fine. And I actually wish I had a little bit more growth in this city. So I don't see a place for that right now. Tours looks fine. It'll be really nice when we have a lighthouse next turn. That'll change things. Let's see, Troyes. I think Troyes is kind of working everything it needs to work. Orleans. Wow, I'm still not working the Artist Guild, huh? It feels like it's taken forever to get that online. That's unfortunate. But anyway, this is where the video ends. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.